afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You may be seated. I'm Eunice Jeffries, Chair of the Eastern Michigan University Board of Regents. I want to extend a warm welcome to our faculty, staff, families, friends, and our graduates-to-be. I would like to remind everyone about the COVID-19 protocols here in the George Gervin Game Above Center. Everyone inside the building must wear a mask that covers the nose and mouth at all times, unless you're standing here at this podium. Graduates, you may remove your mask briefly for your professional photograph here by the stage. Please put your mask back on before walking up the ramp to receive your diploma. We will not shake hands today with you as you walk across the stage, but we definitely share in your excitement as you receive your diplomas. Your cooperation will ensure that we can safely enjoy celebrating with everyone today. The Board of Regents is appointed by the Governor of Michigan as the degree-granting authority of Eastern Michigan University. Therefore, as the representative of my fellow Regents, the Governor, and the people of Michigan, I formally open the Eastern Michigan University 2022 Spring Commencement. It is my pleasure to introduce one of my esteemed colleagues on the board with me that's here today, Dr. Jesse Kimbrough Marshall of Grosse Pointe Farms. Thank you. And Eastern Michigan alumni. Thank you for your dedication to the university. Our national anthem will be sung by Austin Hadwick, who is graduating today with a Master of Music in Conducting. Please stand for the national anthem. Your mom here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Stay, don't leave. I'm going to say his name again. Austin Hadwick. Thank you. Don't leave. Don't leave. Thank you, Austin. We are so proud of you and all of our students who are graduating today. I encourage you to show your Eagle confidence and Eagle pride as you move forward in your next chapter. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Dr. James Smith, President of Eastern Michigan University, who will preside over today's ceremony. President Smith.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. Leading our procession today is our Grand Marshal, Dr. Rhonda Longworth. Dr. Longworth serves as our Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Rhonda's worked at Eastern Michigan for 27 years, and I mentioned this morning she began at age 14. She started as a faculty member in political science and has proven to be an exceptional leader, distinguishing herself in every phase of her career. Dr. Longworth is a champion of our mission, a mission as a university of opportunity, an inclusive place, a place that's student-centered, a campus where students from all backgrounds, all cultures, and all life experiences are welcome. Thank you, Dr. Longworth, for your dedication to our students, our faculty, and our staff. I would also like to thank the deans, the faculty, and the administrators who are with me on the platform, as well as the dedicated members of the Eastern Michigan University community who will read the graduates' names today. Our readers for this occasion, it is the most difficult job that will be done in this arena today, are as follows: Dr. Jennifer Avery, Dr. Patrice Bounds, Dr. Ildiko Porter-Sukes, and Mr. Roderick Wallace. Serving as our marshals are members of our faculty, emeritus faculty, and lecturers who are exceedingly proud of the accomplishments of the people that are seated right before me. Our marshals today are Dr. Michael McVeigh, Dr. David Anderson, Dr. Suleiman Ashur, Dr. Derek Fries, Dr. Christopher Gelich, Dr. Jennifer Jillian Graves, Dr. Linda Kiskowski, Dr. Sean Quilter, and Dr. Thomas Waltz. Graduates, we'd also like to thank our Eastern faculty who've played such an important role in your success. They have taught you, they have challenged you, they have supported you during your time here at EMU. And we are all excited to see you as you begin your next venture. We'd also like to recognize our commencement team, volunteers, production staff, public safety officers who've worked tirelessly for months to make this a very special day for all of us. Please join me in thanking everyone at Eastern who's contributed to your success and helped make this day truly an extraordinary one of celebration. Graduates, today's ceremony is more than just a celebration. It's a time when you're being honored for a major accomplishment, earning an Eastern Michigan University degree that is nationally recognized for academic excellence. We have more than 1,900 students eligible to participate in today's ceremonies. Your faculty, your staff, and I are exceptionally proud of you. During the past 2 years, you've made unexpected adjustments to your academic work and your way of life. That's probably the understatement for all that I will say today. All of us at Eastern applaud you for your flexibility, your determination, as you have forged a new path forward to reach to this moment. It's not an easy path. Eastern students are known for facing challenges, facing them head on, working to succeed beyond others' expectations. You are truly the problem solvers of tomorrow. I have every confidence that you are prepared for the future that awaits you. Eastern's foundation as an institution of opportunity is more important today than ever. We're a place where first-generation students, people from urban and rural communities, and all races, cultures, backgrounds, and identities are embraced. We're a place where our faculty are deeply engaged with our students in a way that sets us apart in higher education. When students are asked about their cherished memories at Eastern, many will mention 1, 2, or 3 connections with faculty. We're also a place where a rich history of public service and engagement comes together to serve our community. Many of our academic programs work with local businesses, corporations, not-for-profits, health organizations, and local schools to connect Eastern students with opportunities to work and learn simultaneously. As interns, volunteers, or paid employees, Eastern students work side by side with professionals in a multitude of fields to make a difference in the community and to gain that most valuable real-world experience. Graduates, you have arrived here at Eastern, some 4, some 5, some 6, some 7 years ago. Things were different then. Strong Hall, Sill Hall, the Rec IM, they all look different than they do today. Just as they have changed for the better, you have changed for the better too. You are stronger, you are smarter, and you are ready to face new challenges. You have learned to think on your feet. You've learned to express your beliefs. You have learned how to survive on very little sleep, how to stretch a dollar, and how to meet deadlines. Your future employers will be especially appreciative of that last one. More importantly, you've learned who you are and what you are capable of doing. And now it's time that we take all that you've learned and focus on what that next goal is for you as you enter that next step in life. You will now join the ranks of our more than 180,000 alumni who reside in every state of the nation and more than 100 countries around the globe. They will welcome you. They will have open arms for you, and they will have opportunities for you. You will always and forever be an important member of the Eastern Michigan University family. Thank you, and congratulations to all of you who are graduating today on making this moment in life truly a celebratory one. And given what we saw this morning, there will be some celebration today. It's my pleasure next. I heard applause. Absolutely. It is my pleasure next, as we go through the agenda, to introduce our commencement speaker. I'm pleased to have the honor to introduce to you Mr. John Tuttle. John is Vice Chairman and Chief Commercial Officer of the New York Stock Exchange, and he's joining us today, as I said, to give the commencement address. Mr. Tuttle's a native of Michigan and a proud graduate of Eastern Michigan University. In his current role at the Stock Exchange, he leads commercial outreach and business development, manages relationships with more than 2,400 companies listed on the exchange, and he oversees the creation of new offerings in emerging and growing sectors of our economy. He is inspired by the people he meets, corporate leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, and those who work in academia and public policy. He looks for opportunity to champion innovation, to highlight organizations that make a difference in the world, and to provide a platform for world leaders to share their perspectives. Although he has hosted more than 100 presidents, prime ministers, and heads of state at the opening and closing bell of the New York Stock Exchange, by the way, it is one of my dreams on my bucket list to ring that bell someday, we have given him the opportunity, and he has taken the opportunity to shine light on the great state of Michigan, and he takes great pride in thinking of his home and the innovation that comes from this state. I am honored to present to you this year's commencement speaker, a distinguished business leader with vision, expertise, and an innovative spirit recognized worldwide, now back home in Michigan, Mr. John Tuttle.
Well, thank you so much, President Smith, and good afternoon, regents, faculty, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, students. I'm John Tuttle, class of 2004, and on behalf of all alumni and those who have come before you, congratulations on graduating Eastern Michigan University. I know how much work, how much time has been invested by each of you. The days, the nights, the weekends, the semesters, the years. And here you are today, with family, with friends, with loved ones, to celebrate you and the next leg of your journey. Now, to be clear, what you're wrapping up today is not the end of your journey. This is just the end of this leg of your journey with Eastern Michigan University. Now, it's a treat to be here today. It really is an honor. I'm fortunate enough to have my family here, my wife and 2 children, my mother and father, whom I have to smile because I gave them serious reasons to doubt at times that I'd ever be participating in a commencement ceremony, let alone speaking at one. And I was pleased on my way in today to learn that the lovely Gray Rynearson Stadium turf is slightly more appealing in real life than it is on TV. Now, I first arrived in Ypsilanti, Michigan in the fall of 2000 with the goal of playing football and studying pre-med. And I left several years later on a completely different path and trajectory. It's been an exciting ride that thus far has taken me to the White House, to the Capitol, to the State Department, and for the past 15 years to the New York Stock Exchange. I've gotten to know and to work with many of the world's greatest leaders from business, academia, and government. But what I enjoy most is spending time with our future leaders, including many of those in this room today, because you are going to go on to shape our communities, our country, and hopefully the world. Now, I know you've heard plenty of speeches during your time here at Eastern Michigan, so I promise I will keep this brief. But I want to highlight an important topic that I believe will serve each of you well as you navigate your careers and your lives. I call it looking to the tails. The term comes from statistics and will make sense to everyone who's ever faced the hated bell-shaped curve in class. The one where most in the class are in the center of the curve with only few at the extremes. The A's, or well, you know where everybody else is. The tails of the curve, where most of that sample does not live, are the tails, or the edges of that curve where most of the samples don't live, are the tails. And in business and in life, that road less traveled, or the tails, is often the one where the greatest opportunity lies. Let me show you what I mean. 20 years ago, I was sitting in my dorm room, and I'm pleased to hear, President Smith, that the facilities are much nicer now than they were then. I was a sophomore filled with energy and confidence, and each week I had a new idea of what I was going to do when I grew up. It was several months after 9/11, and I had just heard the President deliver the State of the Union address. It was a time when people from all walks of life had felt a renewed sense of patriotism, and they wanted to help, and I was one of them. Inspired by current events, I decided to spend an open time slot. I didn't have class that day. I decided to spend my open time slot researching how I could apply for and land an internship with my local congressman, Michigan's 11th district, and do something that made a difference, even if in the smallest way. So I went on the internet, which, believe it or not, was a relatively new technology at the time, and I researched how to apply for an internship with a member of Congress. I had to send a resume, I had to write an essay, and I had to send 3 letters of recommendation. Easy enough. I can do this. I probably have a pretty good shot. Maybe a dozen people will apply. And at that same moment, perhaps ignited by what a childhood teacher critically described as my overabundance of self-esteem, I investigated how to apply for an internship at the White House, something that was admittedly very low probability. But guess what? I had to send my resume, write an essay, and send 3 letters of recommendation. So bingo, the exact same requirements. And so why not swing for the fences and apply for the White House as well? Well, fast forward, I am still waiting to hear back from my congressman. Really. However, I was thrilled to learn that I had emerged from tens of thousands of applicants and would be receiving one of only a handful of highly coveted spots at the White House. It was a long shot bet that hit, and it opened the doors for everything to follow. And when I asked my then boss and still close friend why I was selected, he said it was easy. You were different. You had different interests, a different background, a different education than everyone else. I bet on the outsider, and it's paid off big time. This was the first moment I learned of the remarkable opportunities that come from those tales. Now, for those of you that studied statistics, and I don't know whether to call you the lucky or unlucky ones, you'll recall that when you aggregate data, you will oftentimes get what's called a standard distribution, that bell-shaped curve, with the most likely outcomes there in the middle and the lower probability outcomes out at the end, those tails. The safe path is choosing that middle of the curve, but it's not always the best. I soon and still regularly realize that that theme is everywhere. In business, many of the most respected and by all meaningful metrics successful venture capital firms will make more from one single investment than every other investment in their firm's history combined. The success will come from the tail. I recently saw the play Hamilton and was reminded that one of the greatest minds in American history, who helped design our democracy and architect a system that has become one of the world's greatest forces for good, was not an aristocrat with a pedigreed background, as many would initially expect, but a largely self-educated immigrant orphan, someone in the tails. And wouldn't you know it, over 200 years later, a young playwright looking for a book to read on vacation picked up a copy of a biography of Hamilton, and his musical became one of the most successful plays in history. The tales are still paying off. The tales, the tales, the tales. The best method I know for finding opportunities in the tales is to learn as much as you possibly can. Fortunately, we live in a time where access to near infinite amounts of information and knowledge is immediate and effectively free. I encourage you to spend your most valuable currency, your time, learning as much as you can about everything you can lay your hands on, so that you are able to connect the dots, identify and take advantage of those tales, and reap the outsized rewards they can provide. The other thought I'd like to leave you with is that your education at Eastern Michigan University provides a unique head start at success, whatever your next chapter may be. And that advantage does not come from a course or a major or a degree. It comes from your fellow students. The world is not comprised of 18 to 22-year-old full-time students with the same major. It's made up from people from all walks of life: full-time students, part-time students, locals, immigrants, veterans, entrepreneurs, single parents, people from every different ethnicity, race, and background imaginable. At Eastern Michigan, these are your classmates, the people you've been working side by side for years. You have a network of thousands of Eastern Michigan alumni who are in every city, every state, nearly every country and industry. I encourage you to contact them, because you'll quickly learn that they are eager to help you be successful. Because when you all shine, they shine. The working world, politics and finance both, are all about relationships. Your classmates at EMU and your friends are an important start in a lifetime of relationships that you will build. Please hold on to them, because there's no telling when they'll provide you a needed lift or open a critical door. The only thing that is certain is that they will. The person who offered me my very first job at the White House and is still a friend today, we're getting together next week even. And believe it or not, because of that one attempt at the tails, it ended up being the only job I ever applied for in my life. So opportunities came my way through relationships, and they brought me from this arena to where I am today. And in closing, and I told you I would be brief, I really do want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2022. And I want to provide a special shout out to those of you that are going to go on to work in our communities, our schools, and law enforcement, and in our armed forces. It is not lost on me that the reason we live the quality of life we do and where we have the opportunities that we have is because of you. So please accept everyone's gratitude for your work in helping us live in a free, safe, and secure country. And of course, remember, whatever you do, look to the tails for the life-changing opportunities that they can offer. Because who knows, maybe one of you will be successful enough to donate a proper green football field back to our beloved university. So work hard, play offense, be nice to people. Congratulations and good luck to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, John, for your advice and your encouragement to our graduates. It is the right of the Board of Regents to grant an honorary degree to individuals who have distinguished themselves and whose contributions, meritorious public service, or other achievements have brought them to the highest esteem of their colleagues and their community. I now call upon our chair, Regent Eunice Jeffries, to confer the degree. Dr. Rhonda Longworth, our Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, and Dr. Kenneth Lord, Dean of our College of Business, to assist.
To the guy that was different, John Tuttle, distinguished business leader, your vision, expertise, and innovative spirit will have a lasting impact on future generations here in Michigan and around the world. And maybe we'll get a green field thanks to your not so subtle suggestion. Upon the recommendation and authority of the Board of Regents, Eastern Michigan University is proud to confer to you, John Tuttle, the honorary degree, Doctor of Commerce.
Congratulations. Thank you again.
Chair, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Rhonda Longworth, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. President Smith, it's my honor to present the academic deans for the presentation of the class of 2022.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Dana Heller, and I am Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. President Smith, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you the graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences. Graduates, please stand now and be recognized. Thank you, everybody. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Douglas Baker, Interim Dean of the College of Education. President Smith, on behalf of the faculty, I present the graduates of the College of Education. Graduates, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated.
And now it's my honor to present doctoral candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Education. These candidates have completed a program culminating in a Doctor of Philosophy degree in clinical psychology, educational leadership, or educational studies. The titles of their dissertations can be found in your programs. Upon recommendation of the faculty of Eastern Michigan University, I present to you the candidates for the conferring of their doctoral degrees. Candidates, please stand. Regent Eunice Jeffries will confer the doctoral degrees. Dr. Wade Tornquist, Interim Associate Provost and Associate Vice President for Graduate Studies and Research, will assist.
Inasmuch as you have been recommended by the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Eastern Michigan University and the state of Michigan, I confer upon you the degree to which you are entitled. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Our first candidate is Andrea Gandara, who has earned a Doctor of Philosophy degree in Educational Leadership. She is accompanied by Dr. David Anderson, Professor of Leadership and Counseling. Congratulations, Dr. Gandara. Our next candidate is Scott Meyer Kukin, who has earned a Doctor of Philosophy degree in Educational Leadership. He is also accompanied by Dr. David Anderson, Professor of Leadership and Counseling. Congratulations, Dr. Meyer Kukin. Our next candidate is Ted Allaire, who has earned a Doctor of Philosophy degree in Clinical Psychology. He is accompanied by Dr. Ellen Cook, Professor of Psychology. Congratulations, Dr. Allaire. Our next candidate is Lisa Emery, who has earned a Doctor of Philosophy degree in Educational Leadership. She is accompanied by Dr. Rima Reynolds, Associate Professor of Educational Leadership. Congratulations, Dr. Emery. Congratulations to all the recipients of the doctoral degrees today. It's now my honor to present the candidates for graduate degrees. Regent Jessie Kimbrough Marshall and Regent Eunice Jeffries will confer these degrees. Will the candidates for graduate certificates, master's degrees, advanced graduate certificates, and specialist degrees please stand? Regent Jeffries, each of these candidates has completed a program of advanced studies. The faculty of Eastern Michigan University recommends them for graduation. I present them to you for the conferring of degrees.
Inasmuch as you have been recommended by the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Eastern Michigan University and the state of Michigan, I confer upon you the graduate degree or certificate for which you are entitled. Graduates, please be seated until the marshals reach your row.
Hazel Biggers.
Austin Hadwick.
Justin Hatt.
Dira Keeley.
Alicia
Keeley.
Bowles.
Roslyn Williams.
Ing Feng.
Kamia Shazadi.
Yi Jin Choi.
Audrey Blamato,
Nicole DeSena,
Kaylee McDonald,
Carson Gwiz,
Tatum Teeple,
Samantha Saperstein,
Regine West,
Kelsey Rolak,
Alyssa Miller,
Haley Hoyer,
Natasha Lang,
Mary Lysicki,
Brianna McGee,
Stephen Morgan,
Connor Stevenson,
Rebecca Killian,
Aaron Collins,
Matthew Farnham,
Jacob Brown,
Tyler Coachman,
Daniel Johns,
Grace Whitney,
Jasmine Duga,
Genevieve Vetters,
Sanya Ahmed,
Karen McKeith,
Zachary Colton,
Katie Richardson,
Adam Acker,
Laura Shever,
Chelsea Convis,
Andrea DiNicola,
Justin Reamer,
Rachel Hansen,
Mariel Castro,
Alyssa Allen,
Ashley Quigley,
Lamise Graney,
Robert Casper,
Terry Spitzeri,
Vincent Giacogna,
Christina Walker,
Joy Prettyman,
David Shuitt,
Timothy Sabo,
Alexis Schmidt,
Bryn Majewski,
Molly Price,
Molly Hempsey,
Asha Shaw,
Rebecca Van Dungen,
Terry Bracken II,
Elizabeth Petrie,
Vernice Lowe,
Booker A. McCain,
Elijah Vasquez,
Kayla Pearsall,
Kendra Olis,
Eric Bird,
Emily Johnson,
Samantha Hyder,
Sydney Moore,
Michelle Popiel,
Jorge Ramos,
Brittany Hild,
Mohammed Amor,
Julia Newman,
Jacob Schultz,
Catherine Nold,
Rebecca Freeman Barnett,
Flo Carter,
Quantina Green,
Doris Fother,
Candace Anderson,
Cassie Cutzinger,
Stephen Brummer,
Hannah Munzenberger,
William Bryan,
Catherine Wilczewski,
Carolyn Anderton,
Danielle McCullough,
Kennedy Blair Cummings,
Lindsay Sway,
Chelsea Thomas,
Kimberly Bowen,
Brett Brown,
Gianna Leite,
Sydney Anderson,
Iman Ali,
Dante Scott,
Rasha Shaheen,
Gansha Yao,
Aaron B. Lillyfors,
Ian O'Brien,
Nathan Heed,
Cody McKinskin,
Stephanie Mensky,
Michael Karahunsky,
Dominique Burke,
Malik Nurain,
Alyssa McGuire,
Amanda Johnson,
Nicole Modis,
Aaliyah Fardis,
Nicole Fife,
Christy Rankin,
Taylor Whitaker,
Scott Duck,
Emily Modrowski,
Marie Phelps,
Trupti Lukunde,
Carter Griffin,
Aswati Rajan,
Paul Nathan Thomas,
Stacy Muzan,
Ashley Reynolds, Ryan Scriven,
Aguila Almasan,
Ari McCaskill,
Brandon Gomes, Mandy Meekum, Farsia Rashid, Austin Garner, Jamaica Aaron, Monica West Jones,
I am Dr. Ann Eisenberg, Dean of the Honors College. We are pleased that 58 students from the Honors College are eligible to participate in commencement today. Not only do these undergraduates have exceptional grade point averages, they have also completed special honors curricula, community service, leadership and cultural experiences, and many have completed a senior honors thesis or creative project. At this time, I am proud to recognize the graduates of the Eastern Michigan University Honors College. Honors graduates, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and please be seated.
We'll now recognize those undergraduates who are graduating with academic honors. Students with a 3.5 to 3.69 grade point average are graduating cum laude. Would you all please stand and be recognized? You can please be seated. Students who have attained a 3.7 to 3.89 grade point average are graduating magna cum laude. Would you all please stand and be recognized? You can please be seated also. Students with a 3.9 to a perfect 4.0 grade point average are graduating summa cum laude. Would you all please stand and be recognized? Thank you. During today's ceremonies, we recognize graduates who have completed the required courses in military science and through ROTC have been selected for commissioning in the United States Air Force, Army, Marine Corps, or Navy. We are also honored to have 47 military veterans graduating today. Would all of you in the audience who have also served in the armed forces please stand along with our graduating cadets and veterans and be recognized? like to thank all of you for your service. Please be seated. Regent Jesse Kimbrough Marshall, assisted by Regent Eunice Jeffries, will now confer the bachelor's degrees. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees today please stand? Regent Kimbrough Marshall, it's an honor and a distinct privilege on behalf of the faculty of Eastern Michigan University to present to you the members of the undergraduate class of 2022 for the conferring of the bachelor's degrees.
Thank you. Inasmuch as you have been recommended by faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Eastern Michigan University and the state of Michigan, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree to which you are entitled. Graduates, please be seated until the marshals reach your row.
Colin Northrop. Catherine Nicholson. Coriana Howard. Iray Patan Ozi Momodu.
Jessica Wickham.
Jay Shauna Rooks.
Katie Wickenheiser. Lindsay Corliss.
Jewel Rhymes.
Kelsey Pearson.
Morgan King.
Megan Griffin.
Brianna Schmieder.
Dora Jamis.
Hazel Rosenbaum.
Olivia Combs.
Kathleen Weymouth.
Abigail Mendez.
Audrey Salcido.
Ann Skidmore.
Corinne Cadle.
Ajiana Campbell Kelly.
Olivia Muntz.
Morgan Elor.
Elizabeth Hood,
Miranda Urano.
Bailey Elaconic,
Aaron Main.
Jessica Craven,
Lindsay Bennett.
Leanne Nilos,
Samantha Cordish.
Michael Farrig,
Ajane Heron.
Julianne Conger,
Tia Hoodrouche.
Hunter Ignatiak,
Sarah Aljami.
Richard Russell,
Raquel Grogan.
Ariana McElmeal,
Jada McCarthy.
Forrest Hill,
Alex Baker.
Lena Timko,
Fatima Hafiani.
Julia LaRoe,
Lydia Hannah.
Justin Seichi,
Miriana Lopez Florin.
Olivia Gadati,
Melanie Duvall.
Samantha Witteveen,
Zora Weswalakovich.
Paige Went,
Lily Vale.
Emma Abad,
Carrie Corsiba.
Emma Stern,
Afusa Otle.
Heidi Doherty,
Abigail Hickey.
Emily Peterson,
Lisa Liu.
Ronnie Bryans,
Alexandria Colson.
Alyssa Hopkins,
Carrie Keys.
Kiara Oxender,
Meredith Fulton.
Lindsay Borso,
Mohammed Moraki.
Carmen Coronado,
Laura Valance.
Tiana Cook,
Katie Lynn Fournier.
Valerie Goodwin,
Andrew Schaefer.
Kaylee Luckett,
Brandon Farrow.
Lauren Ray,
Erica Kenanum.
Laura DeWall,
Arden Lith,
Skylar Johnson,
Cora Thomason,
Jennifer Horan,
Emily Beimer,
Christina Wilhelm,
Brendan Pendergrass,
Gavin Allen,
Reagan Denniston,
Ezekiel Hernandez,
Darlene Sadafar,
Nathan Dahl,
Carlos Mayado Fritz,
Sarah Zobol,
Chimmy Sherpa,
Veronica Nola,
Nadia Raman Sylvia,
Madison Keylor,
Montana Reynolds,
Elena Stevenson,
Elena Bayless,
Tyler Harmon,
Juwim Williams,
Ashley
Juamin
Keene.
Williams,
Ashley Keene,
Lauren Howard,
Odalis Pena Guzman,
Sydney Parr,
Emily Kalinovic,
Alexandria Soul,
Jacob Barnett,
Lauren Grace Alexander,
Cole Nelson,
Amy Elizabeth Kavanaugh,
Nina Ward,
Zora Mondel,
Morgan Whitney Iverson,
Michaela Joy,
Sydney Burgess,
Brian Simmons,
Justice Dominguez,
Erica Reeder,
Ray Tabor,
Abigail Ballinger,
Cameron Angel,
Cassie LeMay,
Abigail Valchek,
Claire Castle,
Alyssa Kubik,
David Riga,
Anna Dabrowski,
Kyle Yap,
Caitlin Ruellen,
Keegan Dyer,
Maya Blaine,
Levi Bill Bowder,
Noelle Asker,
Caleb Rice,
Olivia Hewitt,
Shannon Mahan,
Sydney Gutowski,
Simone Davis,
Evangelina Daying,
Caitlin Sadler,
Rebecca Zaffarana,
Shannon Gregory,
Andrew M. Richardson,
Carly Kasanovich,
Maya Phelan,
Austin Carl,
Daniel Brainac,
Rachel Romley,
Ronya Isabel Kabansak,
Dania Alamari,
Rebecca Stankiewicz,
Medea Zendo,
Mara Dixon,
Rashana Davenport Brown,
Kylie Ann O'Hara Campbell,
Lexi Rautenberg,
Caitlin Spiker Hall,
McKenna McKnight,
Mackenzie Kelly,
Riley Shimrack,
Lauren Plant,
Cassidy Moran,
Anna Eschenberg,
Leisha Galpayan,
Emma Stover,
Rachel Neve,
Kariana Harris,
Janisa Woodrich,
Quinn Higgins,
Alyssa Murphy,
Ellie Jarvis,
Grant Glenn,
Savannah Bieletsky,
Joanne Martinez,
Jana Bouster,
Rebecca Seabach,
Ahmed Salt,
Candace Williams,
Faisan Akil,
Colin Goodman,
Miriam Shaheen,
Colin McLean,
Robert McPeak,
Mara Jarowski,
Julie Bates,
Kayla Kufelt,
Jacob Honeycutt,
Alexander Aldridge,
Claire Brewer,
Natalie Camarena,
Mercedes Thomas,
Aliyah Gonzalez,
Brandon Schneider,
Iman Mohammed Uzizi,
Isaiah Davis,
Tasneem Tabuta,
Darren Fike,
Wendy Alfaro Cruz,
Allison Shearer,
Louise Borjas,
Berenice Mondragon,
Michelle Smith,
Tyrese Smith, Reese,
Zachary Tobias,
Rosie Chickerly,
Joseph Lundblad,
Kevin Song,
Yesenia Villanueva,
Emma Henry,
Kalea Rechler,
Madison Mannix,
Chaz Vanderhorst,
Amber Brennan,
Nathaniel Haddon,
Kayla Felt,
Sarah Drum,
Austin Elliott,
Grant Ajejo,
Michael G. Peterson,
Mali Allen,
Colin Blakita,
Daman Taylor Jr.,
Samantha Height,
Jonathan Kramer,
Nate Queen,
Ave Maria Awasika,
Kahari Brown,
Jet Wendler,
Skylar Biggs,
Jennifer Keene,
Maya Brunson,
Michaelin Hitz,
Charlotte Platsky,
Samuel Bissonette,
Cassidy Irene Faith Kovacs,
Quintella Erlene Johnson,
Jared Black Bear Bull Woods,
Jose Ramirez,
Micah O'Flynn,
Luke DeGraff,
Cherie Braswell,
Matthew Mufara,
Emma Allardyce,
Adam Karpus,
Noah Brady,
Derek Gramza,
Ladera Johnson, happy birthday, by the way,
Lawrence Strotter,
Presley Sheminsky,
Alexis Kalis,
Alexis McDonald,
Courtney Kirkpatrick,
Vinay Matthews,
Michaela Dean,
Cyrus Karami,
Ananya Shukla,
Jay Bayonis,
Michaela Geisler,
Morgan Werner,
Erica Dubke,
Michael Rife,
Rose Lees.
Ban Al-Delami.
Christy Bledsoe.
Kyle Whitman.
Jose Cafadir.
Paola Hernandez.
Rihanna Dazer.
Alyssa Kuklo.
Haley Griwan.
Allison Collins.
Dennis Dean.
Evan Scherer.
Sarah Rustum.
Nicolette McQuaid.
Alexandria Diane Holmes.
Alicia Beanie.
Cheryl Jones.
Alexander Turpay.
Allison Pethick.
Shelby Amaya.
Christopher Milborn.
Courtney Harrod.
Stephanie Tazier.
Shayla Blackwell.
Kaylin Parrish.
Michaela Love.
Brendan Cowie.
Alexandra McCloskey.
Victor Montoya.
Madison Wheeler.
Emma Kimball.
Noor Salah.
Annalisa Fleming.
Lillian Reimer.
Andrea Joy Holt.
Catherine Hakanyan.
Michaela Wilkinson.
Scarlett Bringard.
Lindsay Shira.
Lucy Hicks.
Bradley Vandermissen.
Clint Lafferty.
Michelle Parnis.
Megan Forstat.
Brittany Bates.
Arena Basemagine.
Kaylee Shumansky.
John Hester.
Riley Quintus.
Callista Dean.
Krista Shaft.
Isabel Barreto.
Nicholas Megdanoff.
Stephanie Hicks.
Brendan Carlson.
Kenneth O'Grady.
Douglas Kuzdak.
Miles Bednarski.
Zachary Kiaski.
Courtney Muzzin.
Ali Sad.
Andrea Butler.
Brendan Coe.
Mary Giacobbe.
Toyosi Abiola.
Ryan Newman.
Jordan Crawford.
Roderick James.
Gabrielle Frost.
Sarah Graykin.
Gwyneth Dieter.
Becca Piazentine.
Catherine McIntyre.
Eve Roberts.
Rory Sebastian Quist.
Kaja Scott.
Jaime
Kristen
Perez.
Pearson.
Katie Mifsud.
Jordan Sheldon.
Brian Dooley.
Gabrielle Garcia.
Gunnar Oaks.
Monica Bailey.
Nolan Ferguson.
Allison Levissi.
Madison Lajeunesse.
Jolie Charles.
Daniel Jahanian.
Michael Klingon Smith.
Allison Rugder.
Sahar Afif.
Madeline Ringe.
Lily Robertson.
Amelie Patilin.
Walter Witt.
Gadir Haidar.
Savannah McCarthy Johnson.
Rebecca Corbett.
Seamus Fifelski.
Kasian Cerrone.
Matthew McGee.
Emily Lau.
Kinsey Boutel.
Autumn Smith.
Cora Hamilton.
Jillian Toddes.
Lainey Plunkett.
Brianna Burns.
Devin Weber.
Kayla Billingsley.
Vincent Palermo.
Alicia Bradley.
Alina Dumas.
Damian Varellin Jr.
Nancy Awad.
Kristen Inchastagi.
Amal Orion.
Aaron Wade.
Gerald Braswell.
Issam Naji.
Taylor Fitzpatrick.
Sophia Lovek,
Brendan Klein,
Justin Burke,
Rebecca Wierzbowski,
Emily McElhone,
Keith Krishan,
Tiana Moody,
Mitchell Hoover,
Linda Nguyen,
Zoe Lutz,
Roger Young,
Carson Drews,
Emma Apostolovich,
Jessica Chorkaluk,
Emery Babbitt,
Alexander Carhorn,
Catherine Jalowski,
Madeline Engelesman,
Haley Stewart,
Gabriella Telemaco,
Rachel Parrott,
Bevan McAuliffe Hunter,
Lauren Van,
Rebecca Menko,
Athena Miller,
Joan Michaels,
Jesse Rogalski,
Cassandra Thornton,
Amanda Speakman,
Morgan Rogers,
Jennifer Wynn,
Enhao Liu,
Brooklyn Lazenby,
Falone Amuzu Viomi,
Caleb Hawkins,
Cleo Butler,
Lauren Dowell,
Fatima Zahara Chandu,
Fadwa Ashur,
Yaneli Sanchez,
Rebecca Mason,
Deja Richardson,
Sarah Zroll,
Shelby Ball,
Zachary Pinkowski,
Ivan Graham II,
Sophia Gilson,
Imari Williams,
Ellen Leary,
Daryl Beatty,
Teste Chardin,
Taylor McClary,
Cassidy Laporte,
Mariah Conley,
Cheyenne Kenny,
Megan Miteget,
Lara Achomali,
Fatima Al-Mued,
Ali Sue McKenzie,
Chiquita Wells,
Adriana Stacy,
Muhammad Alawi,
Jeremiah Dramick,
Magali Andre,
Jalen Flowers,
Israel Collins,
Jalia Woods, Jalia,
Leah Malash,
Chloe Punkersher,
Samantha Frash,
Rachel Shire,
Ariel Freeman Benson,
Solomon Costa,
Kevin Purify,
Lexi Seifert,
Gerard Harris,
Morgan Colehouse,
Aiden Freeze,
Ellie Machado,
Bianca Ginrich,
Riley Bakis,
Megan Tamarine,
Alexis Reed,
Patricia Murray,
Haley Nicole Howard, Kiera Lachey Edwards, Ariana Simon, Jonte Trammell, Jackie Valance, D'Angelo Alexandra Devon Hawkins Clay, Sherelle Daniel, Gabriel Peck, Ali Saleh Ahmed Galib,
And just when we thought it couldn't get better, it is my honor to present diplomas to the ROTC candidates who have completed the required courses in military science and have been selected for commissioning as second lieutenants in the United States Army and as officers in the Air Force, Navy, or Marine Corps.
Dylan Stifler. William Goen. Diego Arcinegas.
Congratulations, graduates. We've almost made it to the finish line. Following the ceremony, we request that the audience remain seated until the recessional of graduates is completed. The graduates will exit out the south side of the George Gervin Game Above Center and will meet their families outside. I have not seen the outside since about 7:50 this morning, but I understand it is not snowing. So there is some advantage. As our newest alumni, as you exit today, the Alumni Association board members will personally welcome you to their organization with a new Eastern Alumni pin. And now it is the time for a bit more celebrating. Would all the graduates please stand? Would all the parents, spouses, partners, grandparents, family members, friends, and mentors please stand? On behalf of all of them, we thank all of you. Thank you very much. Audience members, you may be seated. Students and recent graduates, keep standing. And now it is the moment that some of you have been waiting for a very long time. I will ask you now to turn your tassels from the right side to the left side, symbolizing your transition to college graduates. As I heard so beautifully said last night, the tassel is worth the hassle. Congratulations, graduates. We're exceptionally proud of you and all that you've accomplished. And even though you think you're leaving us, you will hear from us often. Particularly our development office will be in touch. Remember that green field that Mr. Tuttle dreams of having renewed someday. No matter where your journey takes you, whether it's around the world or down the street, remember that your Eastern family will always be here for you, and you are truly always welcome here. Please stand now, all members of the audience and others, for our alma mater and recessional.
Eastern sacred alma mater, to your name we shall be true, ever marching on to victory, we'll stand by to see you through. Softly floating on the breeze, verdant green and white of snow, this our banner we shall carry in our hearts. where